One of the most underrated superpower which you can develop if you want to be a great leader is to learn the art of taking structured, detailed, on the go notes. Most of the leaders whom I admire, most of the great leaders in the world, have this uncanny ability to make structured, detailed notes on anything and everything they encounter which is worth their time. One of the reasons, and I'll tell you this very honestly, I prepared this graphy so quickly. It was super fun and super easy for me because I have more than 3,000 notes saved in the Notes app in my iPhone, and I've created them over a period of 5 to 6 years. All the folders are properly organized. You will be seeing the notes, how I organize them. Everything goes into the proper destination where I want them to be. Let's say I'm watching a movie, so I'll go to the section, the mega section, personal learning, and then I'll go to the section of movies, books, TV series, etc., and then I'll write it down. So this is extremely important that because at the end of the day, a lot of people say that, Roman, you have a great memory. Almost everyone I met in my life, they said that I have a great memory, but I don't agree with them. Most of all of us, even if it is the best brain you have, our memory sucks big time, and we are not able to retain. Your brain is extremely overrated. There is a curve called as Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, so which says that you are not able to retain even 20% of the stuff after a few hours. So it is futile to say that you will remember a meeting or a podcast or a video or a TV series or an article or a book after 2-3 years. There will be a faint lingering smell, just like if you spray a perfume in a room. So after 3 hours also you can smell it a little bit. So that kind of a faint lingering emotion will be attached to that. But if you really want to be extremely great and have 10 brains instead of one, you need to understand that we hardly retain anything. This is a biological machine. This is not an electrical. This is an electrical machine at the end of the day, but this is not a computer where everything will be retained. We have neurochemicals. They can only do so much. Having an organized notes, having a proper library where you have structured notes, where you write it down, each and everything of importance to you, is like having hundreds of brains at your disposal. This is literally what Google did with the web. They organized the entire information and it became slightly easier for us to find the relevant thing. Now imagine doing that for yourself at a personalized level in your own phone, which is synced across your devices. This is an amazing superpower which you can develop, and if you have this, nothing like it. You should take notes of each and everything, whatever you are going through. You will grow really, really fast. Whatever you are spending your time on, if you are, let's say, you will be ending up meeting people almost on a daily basis. I e-meet now because of Corona. I e-meet at least 3 to 4 new people on a daily basis. I meet like 20-30 people in a week. I learn a lot from them. You will be spending a lot of time thinking alone, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 10 minutes a day. You will be maintaining a list of tasks to be done. You will spend, if you are an entrepreneur, you will be spending a lot of time in planning, strategizing. No great leader in this world has ever been the one who doesn't read books. Now it's graphy. It's about consuming information. So you'll be consuming information in terms of graphy, in terms of articles, in terms of podcasts, in terms of books. There are so many great movies, so many great TV series which I have already covered. So always ensure that you are taking structured, detailed notes, because if you are spending 1 hour or half an hour or 30 minutes or 2 hours on planning, thinking, strategizing, so it makes it super duper easy for first of all for retention, second of all for creation of the new notes if you are very well organized. So let's say if I meet someone, then the meeting note will go in professional learning. And the third point is that you can share it. So let's say you thought about something, then you jotted down your thoughts, and now it's super duper easy for you to share it. You can just send someone in WhatsApp. It helps you in retrieval of the information at the speed of light. Like everything becomes super duper easy for you afterwards, and everyone admires you that you can do structured thinking. One word of caution here, which I would strongly suggest, and it's a very funny story. It's a real life story which happened to me in the year 2012. So I was in my final year of MBBS, and I was preparing psychology optional. So I had 10 notebooks on psychology, and they were physical registers, like thick registers. You remember, right? 10 years ago, we used to have them, and I lost all 10 of them in library names. And ever since I have only made digital notes. It doesn't matter which app you are using. I use Notes app of this iOS, which gets synced across my iPad, MacBooks, etc. You can use Notion, you can use Evernote. There are lots of apps. App per se doesn't matter, the act of making notes do. So you can use diary pen also in meetings, and then you can digitize them later on. So like type it out, it just takes 5 to 10 minutes. It's always a good idea to increase your typing speed. Make sure that they are professionally looking. Just imagine how a J.K. Rowling will be writing her notes before writing Harry Potter. So try to keep them as structured, as organized as possible. Almost all the great people I know personally have this skill, and it is totally worth it. And please put a lot of time and effort and energy. Every day I spend 1 to 2 hours just in creating new notes, organizing my notes, reading my notes, and that has made me what I am today. It is one of the biggest reason of method to this madness. So please remember this. Again, one of the most underrated superpower is taking structured, detailed, on the go notes. I hope you incorporate this in your life. So if I just take you to my library notes, I have a personal section which talks about Roman's diary, then a daily to-do list, so in which I have written like meditate for 5 minutes, do daily planning, plan your calendar, run at least for 1 kilometer for 5 minutes, read for at least 5 minutes, take less than 100 grams carbohydrates a day, uh, cover 30 minutes exercising in my Apple Watch. So these are the list. Then you have a work section where I have a lot of detailed sections like team management, assignments, call with team members, YouTube brand ideas, things which I did outside my comfort zone, hiring, meeting with third persons, tasks, processes, interviews, discussions with team members, targets, content innovation. Then I have a section books to be read, then daily planning, then me being educator, then my health, then ideas, then personal learning like quotes, financial information, books, movies, professional learnings, etc. So my entire notes are organized in a proper structured way, and whenever I need to create any note, I'll just simply go to that folder and subfolder, and it becomes fairly easy for me to create content for myself. If the notes were not structured, I would be very lazy and hesitant to start a new one, and that makes all the difference in the world. So please ensure that this is an app which you use on a daily basis, which you can just quickly take out from your phone and just jot down some points. I just recently saw a movie called as The Founder, and I made a 60 statements out of that movie. So it was a 3-hour movie, and I was just jotting down. I liked the movie so much that I took all the points, what it takes to scale, what it takes to be a founder, and I quickly jotted them down. So I'll show you those notes as well. So as a parting reiteration, this is a very underrated superpower. Please invest time and energy in developing it, and you will see great results. I can guarantee that.